Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Special Game 75 here today to play Doki Doki Ninja Club Plus. Man, it's been 7 years since, no, not 7, I mean 4 years since I've done one Doki Doki Literature Club gameplay. But yeah, let's get started. This one's going to be, oh, my name. We all get Metro Game 75 on this one. So for this one, we're going to start off with, wow, I can't put 75? Alright, we'll just go with this. Oh, we can't put numbers. That's crazy. Alright, let's just go with this, guys. That's crazy. We can't even put in numbers? Alright. So right now, this is Act 1 that we're in. So this route, we're going to do Sayori's route only for this episode. Hey! I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. This is just like the original one. That girl Sayori, my neighborhood and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you know each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she gets going to the chase after me like this, I almost feel like better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again. Damn it, you overslept. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say like that, like you were thinking about ignoring me? That's mean. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. Depression 2.0. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Metro Gaming, have you decided on joining a club yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. That is true, because in real life, my real life self, I'm not even interested in joining a club. I just go home straight. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on average while spending my free time on games and anime. Yep. I was talking about how I'm worried about that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at the few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. Up to school. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori. Sayori must have come into classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here spacing out, so I came in. Really? Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought you know. Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori is the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 90% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in the literature club is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to go to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told you the club yesterday. I was bringing in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's just so cunning as to have planned all of this out. It's probably either one of those. Either or. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Okay, don't let's not think about this as some EDP stuff, you know. Yes, let's go. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. And that's what EDP was trying to do. Fucking hell. For a fucking cupcake. Why? A fucking cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. And I glance around the room. Welcome to the Literature Club. Yuri! It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayori is always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Oh, look, Natsuki. This Sundari. Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Metro Gaming. What a nice surprise. Huh? It's Monica. Welcome to the club. All the words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki is the one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's always the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is a Natsuki always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that! Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice meets both of you. Fuck. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. Yeah, it's great to see you again, Metro. Oh my god. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Well, that's like about 4 years ago. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class, but smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So, having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica? Come sit down, Metro Gaming. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Oh dear. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The tea is fine. Yeah, tea is not bad. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica as one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray and to reveal a dozen white, fully cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icy is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Tsundere! Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made that for you or anything. Yeah, she's Tsundere. Anime. Yeah. I thought you were technically this. So Yuri said, well, maybe, but not for you, you dummy. Sheesh. Alright. Sheesh. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying his tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down a teapot next to the cup tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom. You don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cupcake of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not insulting Yuri looks. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of asking this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, so... And Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. Well, we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As a president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. Politics is garbage. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I've fulfilled that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince that people you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like this, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Metro Gaming, what kind of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Well, pretty much true. I don't really read books at all. Manga. Well, that's the easiest I can say for me. I'm only quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perked up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually a novel that builds deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on clearly passionate about her reading. She seems to reserve and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychology of elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberate to take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. You lost your pet rock? Something like that. Okay, whatever. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, I just Nesky's eyes start over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Nesky? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looks like you were working on a poem called "Don't Say It Out Loud" and give it that back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing to that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing one to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experiences too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Damn! Is that a fucking roast? God damn. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Mr. Gaming? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said about I would join this club. Sir may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry. I thought, Metro Gaming, you all, I'm defenseless against these girls. Like, how am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's if writing poem is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls? Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Suri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Yeah. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem, bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looked over at me once more. Metro Game, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah, can I really impress the class, Star Monika, with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Metro Game, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Yuri and I never walk home together anymore because you always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay. About time she's happy. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls, Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have this chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright, just need to make most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing poem tonight. Ah, man. Okay, pick words Okay. Okay, now I gotta figure out something. Okay, look at all these words that are right here. Okay, so for this one I'm doing is, whose route? Oh yeah, Sayori's route. I'm gonna try to do Sayori's route today, so let me see what I can pick out. Okay, you guys can hear this song. Okay. Alone, awesome, amazing. Alone, there's awesome, amazing. Alone, awesome. This is gonna be hard. Yeah. Okay, alone, adventure. Holy crap. This is gonna be hard as fuck right now as I'm doing this stuff. Not gonna lie, I like this song though. It's pretty good. Alright, so we're gonna go for Alone, and then next we're gonna go for this is for like, holy crap, this is gonna be hard as fuck. But I think Promise, and then next we gotta like find another one. Promise, and then Hard Determination Hurts. And then, yeah, this is gonna be this is gonna be hard of a thing, huh? All right, so now we're gonna go to what is it? Amazing, and then Adventure. No, not Adventure. Is another one. Yeah, this looks like the hard part of the thing. Fuck, this looks like the hardest part. Okay, we got Suicide Bed. We need like 20 of these. That's okay. That's just something else. Okay, this is gonna be a lot of things we're gonna be putting in. All right, so I guess excitement. Oh, no excitement. Damn. I'm just saying I need kind of a word for this one. So usually when I do it, I just rush the whole thing, but I guess. Yeah, this is just gonna be something else we're gonna try to see if we can just make Sayori. My God, this is unstable, I guess. Adventure. Depression. Yeah. That's alright, so we're gonna have to see. Dark. Alright, we got dark, alright. Disown? I don't really feel disown about that, but yeah, death. Alright, we got death right there, and then we need 3 more. Or it's like, yeah, there's pain, and then music, incapable. Yeah, this is gonna be imagination ribbon. Okay. Yeah, this is for Sayori's stuff. This one, this game's like Depression 2.0. This is Depression 2.0 right here, guys. Alright, Sparkle, and then what else? Tears, and last one. Alright, Broken. Alright, I think this should work. This should work. This seems so fucking hard of a game, huh? Hi again, Mr. Gaming. Glad to see you didn't run away from us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Mr. Gaming. I hope this isn't too overwhelming to have a commitment for you, making you dive head first into a Literature Club when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserved any slack. Sayori told me you didn't even want to join the club this year. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Sheesh! Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. God, another roast! This is a second roast count. Or third? Natsuki finds himself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swivel defeated. Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Metro Games always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, clean my room. How dependable! Siri, that's because your room is so messy and it's distracting. And you've almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Mr. Game can be good friends too. Sayori, As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to weird situation and she just puts me into, oh, Yuri, you even brought something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori's made it sound like it's a big deal when it's not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I wonder what it won't make it a big deal if you don't want to be here. Alright, well here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is How's this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take a book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. Well, that doesn't mean to be the case. Suri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki rummaging around the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down to the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in Sayori's conversation with Monica. We're probably going to seem really lame compared to all of the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up though. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, but it's not like that all, We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come to the first place if it's like a literature event. So it's more importantly to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What is this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh? That's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes? Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling in the end. Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayori can pull her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her getting on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall off my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not so sorry at all. It's your fault for sleeping like that. This isn't the napping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that out loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica overheard. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do the best. That's the problem. What about you? You look out for me better than look out for yourself. You still oversleep every day, aren't you? Not every day, That's not very convincing. How many days this festival have you gone up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on, at least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's all written all over you. Eh? Sayori glances around at herself. How's it all written all over me? You're clearly in a rush this morning. Look at your hair. It's sticking all around. Here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. Oh my god. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Hey, you meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Sayori, why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Eh? That's super mean. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. This is back in the original one. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Probably because of that rack she has. I mean, yours on is larger. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. I sigh. If you ever button it, you would have noticed it sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs are getting bigger again. Don't say that out loud. Anyway, you look much better now, so, why does it feel so strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. Phew, that's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that it's like a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. Eh? I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Wow, what a roast. Fine, it's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other, other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. But I was just joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone, huh? Monica suddenly calls out. Why do we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! I can't wait to read yours. Oh yeah, mine's about depression. Yeah, same. I felt soundly enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah! My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pulls out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf, torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Okay, who should I show my poem to first? Who should I show to first out of everyone? Who should I share it to first, guys? That's what I'm wondering now. I guess I just share it to Sayori. And I'm definitely most comfortable sharing with Sayori first. She's my good friend after all. Oh my goodness, this is so good, Metro Gaming. I love it. I have no idea you were such a good writer. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not good at writing at all. Honestly, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. That's because I have no idea what I like either. Jeez, I'm sure yours opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even than XD's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of other people you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Metro Gaming poem. And that makes it feel extra special. It's a depression poem. Like, I can feel your feeling in it. Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori. I'm really happy you just wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, it's like I said it before, Metro Gaming. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, I'm going to make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blind in the morning makes me feel like you miss me. Kiss my forehead to help me out of bed. Make me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out to play? Or you trust me to wish a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori? This is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No? Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? Sound just like you. Really. Yeah. Especially that last time. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Who should I show my poem next? Who should I show to next? I guess either Monica or... If I show it to Monica right now, then... Wait. We should do Monica. Hi, Metro Gaming. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Metro Gaming. We're all a little bears today, you know. But it's some sort of bear that we all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I had Monica my poem. I like this one. It makes me think of something Sarah would like. Is that so? You and Sarah are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had these sort of things in common. Well, maybe we may be good friends, but Sarah and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case. But maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like you two are really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in a different ways, it ends up being more similar than you would think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. You're sure you're not reading into it too much? I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Yuri's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Yeah, who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each of their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'll try to end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing things this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Tsundere. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it. Hole in the wall. It could have been the see the direction sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. Very sorry for a clue. No, I can't see. I'm real blind. Like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with permanent copy of meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything, a whole infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he on the other side was looking in. Wow. Okay, so what do you think? It's very freedom form, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person for feedback. The right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yes, that's the kind of stuff I've gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting a face on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was that inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poem a bit. Epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Yeah, I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep down stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? Between these two, I guess Yuri should be fine, right? Yeah, Yuri should be fine with this. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passed, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gone anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I don't really notice. Were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in the writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the styles and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammer is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that can go into writing a simple poem. Not just finding them and building at them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it's always come to practice and learning by examples and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you a valuable feedback. Nasty can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I should be talking about that person like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologized to herself or to me or Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts process behind it. Yuri smells dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a leisure club? Ghosts under the light. The tentacles of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining street light to have withstood the rest of its time, the cast yet to be replaced by the sickening blue hue of the future. I bath, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicken back. Okay, so it's about light. Alright. I'm sorry I have so much terrible handwriting. What? That ain't terrible handwriting. That's cursive, and I can... Not gonna lie, I can kind of read it, but I read it perfectly, though. I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read scripts very often. I actually think your handwriting's pretty. That's a relief. I also like the poem. Even though it was really descriptive. Was it too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Huh? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Metro Gaming. Really, and I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than to tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in the past, remaining her place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. Hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Natsuki. Yep, she's next. Metro Game, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What do you expect me to believe that you put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very, very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about. Fine. Well, I'm sorry. We'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each of their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race. Yeah, horses, yeah. Owls can see, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it, it's fine. I like the horses though. What? Just be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. like it's in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand, but other nice things about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went to it than I realized. That's what I mean to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Phew! I guess that everyone. I glance around the room. That's a little bit more stressful than I anticipated, as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a leisure club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They are gingerly exchanged sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandems, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyes brow furrows in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What is with this language? What do you say? Something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. Well, I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for a suggestion, I would have asked someone who actually liked it, which people did, by the way. Siri liked it, and Metro Game did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing styles. I didn't expect to change anything anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Metro Gaming liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it, and as he suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous because that Metro Gaming appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my own way to make everything I do overly cutesy. You. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? Well, I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a bigger size as soon as Metro Gaming started showing up. Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting guys. This is just like the original. Suddenly, both girls turns towards me as if they just knows I was standing there. Metro Gaming. She's just trying to make me look bad. No, that's not true. She started it. She could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective than this would have happened in the first place. That's what's the point of making your own poems all convoluted for no reason? The medium should jump out of the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain it to her, Metro Gaming. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep, expensive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Metro Gaming? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whoever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course, it's going to be... This is going to be hard of a thing. Alright, to put it between this, I'm going to have to go for one. Between the two, I suggest I go for... Fucking hell, Yuri. God, no. Help me, Sayori. Natsuki, glares at me, drying up any words in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defensive that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Eh? Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you're making your friend feel like this? Metro Gaming, well, that's her problem. This is about her. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless there was to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes this. Stop! Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Making beautiful. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits still with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She did not return. To be honest, I might come up as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I can even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing to me. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess that means Sayori is amazing in her own ways, isn't she? You can say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weird, suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I always hate to see the other girls get hurt themselves. That makes the two of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a vice president regardless of what she says. If only if I could get the chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Metro Game, how about you? Yeah, I say the same. It was neat of a thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learn something about your friend too. Your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about the kind of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Metro Gaming, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sir beams at me. It truly has been a while since Yuri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make good friends with you. Phew! You know, Metro Gaming, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. I sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but... does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. Passed her on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than others. To her, but it's easier to use Sayori as an eternal monologue sometimes. Okay, yeah, let's do this. Alright, another poem again. Ah, shit. Here we go again. Alright, so this one's gonna be, we see Beauty right here. Yeah, Beauty's here. Alright. Anything for C, there's nothing. A, B, C, D. Imagination. Well, let me see if I can figure something out. Imagination. I just gotta find out something for her. Alright, Hope. That's one. Okay, which one? Holiday. Number 4. Alright, let me see. Yeah, there's Tears. But, Embrace, Shiny Disaster. Okay. Marriage? What the hell? Why the hell is marriage even on here for? Alright. Let me see. Oh, now I see a reason why marriage is on this. Oh, I think it goes in the order, I guess. I don't know. Oh, crap, it does. This one's just all different in a way for me. So it's like multiple ones I gotta read and write. And look, we made it to 1 hour. Alright, let me see this one. Alright, Tetaceous, Uncanny. Trying to find the right one. Alright, damn, this is like so hard. Insight, Uncanny. Damn, this is so hard. It's like the hardest one I'm ever doing. Alright. Shit, this is gonna be hard. Alright, I'm just go for time, I guess. So I think time should be fine. No, existence. And then you have what, misery? Yeah, misery. And then you have what, misfortune. Yeah, misfortune right there. And then next you have pain. And then you have which one? What's contamination on here? Contamination? I'm trying to think of. Alright. Sure, I think peaceful should be fine with this. Yeah, peaceful. Alright. And then next you have sadness, right? Sadness should be. Yeah, sadness. Okay, we got alone. Alone. And next we got happiness. Intellectual. Okay. Intellectual's up there, I know. On this one. Alright, so. Alright, grief. Disoriented. Yeah, disoriented. Yeah, she feels kind of like that, but there has to be somewhere. Suicide. No, this is like comfort, pure. Yeah, she like comfort. Alright. So we need 4 more. Oh my gosh. It's been like a while already, but alright. Alright, so this one we got split skirt special and all this one. Alright. Alright, let's go to the next one. Alright, let's see, yeah, special, alright. And then now we're gonna get the next one. Okay, I think she wants love. Sayori is the type of one that wants love. Yes. And now we got. Oh, there's anime. That's nasty. That's so nasty. That's nasty, man. All the convets. Electricity. Fear. Yeah, fear. And then we got all this. This is so long. Then we have adventure. And then what else? Oh, tragedy, huh? Yeah, tragedy. Alright, there it is. We got tragedy. Ah, yes. Another day passes. It's time for the club meeting. This game is going to be long as ever. Gotten a little more comfortable over here over the past couple of days. Enter the club room. The usual scene greets me. Hi, Mr. Gaming. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get in a good mood. But I guess it's the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. Have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Yuri? Eh? Why, that's all of a sudden. No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sarah nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I could see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought snacks before coming to the classroom. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves the one option. Well, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening. Her face in her books always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, telling what you gave to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved in like that, Yuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford, and frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough for retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's fun inside of you. There's no way you could think of that. You're right, though. I did something bad and now I have to accept the retribution. That's still coming from you, Siri. I guess there's a little devil inside of all of us, isn't there? Oh yeah. Don't let her fool you. Siri, he knows exactly what she's doing. She pretty much knows. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before even she told me. But you wouldn't have come if you weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Flat. Yeah, ow. What was that? Oh, a cookie. Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is that a miracle? It's because I paid my retribution. Retribution! Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and it takes a bite. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands together over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. You're really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez! Can't be Chozer's. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. I'm really happy that you share this one with me. Get out of her seating and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arm around her hair. Jeez, I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches out to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, did you seriously just do that? Mouthful of Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monika, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monika isn't in the club room. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today, you know? It's just probably popular after all. Like, you don't think she is? She has I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super... Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club room over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica grizzly glanced at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Ah, well, last period today was my city hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I really don't. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play sometime for us. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay. That sounds so cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Metro Gaming. Monica smiled sweetly. Then she just swift everybody out. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing the whole recently, and I love a lot the chances to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, did I miss anything I did? No, not really. I chose to leave out Siri, but she was escapade. I'm sure Nesky will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone's already settled down. Siri's someone already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book. Nesky disappeared into the closet. Metro Gaming. Siri suddenly comes up to me. I'm gonna go get some supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival's coming up. Me and Monica were making some posters and stuff, so I need to go find some crayons and markers and glue sticks. I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay. Okay, Monica, we'll be back soon. Are you going with Metro Gaming to get supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'd be happy to go with him. But I want to go. But it's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay. Ready, Metro Gaming? Yep, let's go. Alright, down the hall we go. Siri and I exit the club room. I fall behind as Siri hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Siri finds pleasure in the simplest things. Sometimes, hey Sayori, what exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't worry. Is that so? Yep. We're going to do a poetry performance. A performance of what kind? Well, everyone is going to take turns on stage and recite their favorite poem. That sounds kind of dull. Metro Gaming, you're not thinking about it right away at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like you say the lines of the poem like, between my feet, the last remaining flowers beckons to me. I twist the stem freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends I summon this joy. For now, I look in every direction. The once prosperous field before me is a barren wasteland. Like that. Sayori, how do I put this? I'm sure it's just me, but it's possible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. You meanie. I'm working super hard on you Super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant this a pretty ordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say it. That's embarrassing. I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around the hall again. Hey, Metro Game, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, eh? It's been a long time since I've ever spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hold myself up in my room more and more. So going adventuring with Sayori brings about a specific sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. Two of us enter the room. Sayori heads up straight to the closet and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons. I haven't seen crayons in a long time. Haven't seen them in a while. Sayori pulls out a box of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand. What are they, Crayola? They're kind of dirty though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that's one down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. Drop one by accident. Smack! Sayori bends over and smack her forehead right into her shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill over her lap. Ow. You okay? My forehead. Sayori clenches her forehead. Gee, Sayori, that's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let's see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori, but it hurts. Just do it for a second. Oh dear. Compared to the old one, this is much better because of improved art. Sayori slowly releases her hand from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Sorry! There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. That's gonna swell up. I should find some ice. What you gave me? Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to. I'm fine. Looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from this pain, Sayori makes a little joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Okay. I pass Sayori on the shoulder and run into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it will be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. And in just a moment, I'm already returned to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her forehead and using the other hand to clumsily scoop crayons back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori here. I hand Sayori the whole bottle of apple juice. It's nice and cold. Sayori opened the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, you idiot. Ah, sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head? Sayori places the ice ball against her bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crayons, so that's good. Hey, Metro Gaming, this kind of reminds me of you growing up, doesn't it? What do you mean? You know how we used to play outside all the time. I will always try to keep up with you. In some ways. Like, I usually fell behind, had a little trouble climbing onto things you did. But sometimes, when I tried to do things I couldn't, I get hurt. I would just hurt. My skin might hurt myself hurts. I fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying and really hard. Oof. Must be really bad. Yeah. And you would rush over as quick as you could. Would you? You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found it. Even though it wasn't really your fault at all, you know. Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a bit. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time too. If I wasn't rushing you out the closet, you probably wouldn't have hit your head. Metro Gaming, I don't think you realize, but you're always thinking about other people, even after all these years. You're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. But you're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that. And I don't really do this kind of a thing all the time. I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I even know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really, maybe you're right. Metro Gaming, I'm so glad that nothing changed between us. Do you think it'll be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest with myself, there's no telling where we'll end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair to me for any promises, but, well, I hope so. It's been this long already? Right? Can't even imagine you ever changing so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has wisdom expression in her eyes. We've remained silent for a moment. She's silly and clumsy on the outside. That's when I see her deep in thought like this. It makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should go back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know. Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Oh yeah. Sayori hops to her feet. Ah. She closed her forehead again. Don't stand out so after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I know out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs, trying to hide them up, but without much of success. In a moment, we make it to the club room. Ah, you're back. Good time. I was just about to get ready to start with the sharing your poems. Ah, sir, your forehead. She's fine. Don't worry about. I was playing with crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway, were you able to find anything? I have it right. Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Sounds like you ended up doing all the work, Mr. Gaming. Ah, well, Sayori. I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too. Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Oh dear. Who should I share my poem first to? I think Sayori, I guess. This is so long. Mr. Gaming, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything, but your poems are too good. Yesterday and this one too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the one who feels that way. So, no way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Well, stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life, but somehow make everything in your life an adventure? Even the little things, like cooking. Let's not talk about that. So yeah, I guess what I'm saying is that I can feel more feelings through you than I can through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. I don't know if I understand. Sigh. You never understand when I try to explain things to you. Do you, Sayori? I passed Sayori's head. Hey, I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Mr. Gaming, will you give me your poem? I want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Sayori, you quickly misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. I sigh. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? I snap. I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. But, being inattentive around her surroundings, she bumps it right into me. Sorry, it's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down and pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk. Besides her support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh, sorry I forgot about that, but it's not as good as yours. Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Oh dear. Alright. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside my thumb. Okay, I'm not going to read this whole thing. This is pretty long. You guys can look at it right here. Wow, this is long. Ah, right, that's all here. Holy crap! Sir, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. Thinking about too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Ah, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. Well, even painful as well. I'll go keep writing until I die. Don't get too ahead of yourself. Sarah always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this was one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I share my next poem to? Should I just go the same way how I did it? Monica, like how I did. Hi again, Metro Gaming. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. Alright, I'll take a look at that. As long as it's not going to be bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I want to count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here we go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori like the others ones that you wrote. You two are like a dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Etsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? It's nothing like that. I'm just getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like it this way. This one you turn out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashy, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. An endless cacophony of meaningless noise. Alright. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms. Squeaking, screeching, piercing, sighing, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Like playing a video on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Load? It's like loading. Okay, that's an autosave. Okay. Let's return. It's even more abstract to your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write it. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just kind of like a thing of never really been seen before, I guess. I'm kind of like playing with my space on paper, choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's so hard for me to tell what it's about though. Sometimes asking what poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. Of course, save my game. You'll never know what might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I just had to do the saving stuff. Alright, now it's Yuri. Let's see what you've written for today. Well done, Mr. Gaming. Your skills are already improving. Really. Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot. Eh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. You're new to this, so don't worry so much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down something you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimidating exercise, I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, an example of that. You like to read it? Of course. Oh my god, we're for like an hour. An hour 30 right now. Actually, Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. Yeah, this is all. Yeah, I'm not gonna read this whole thing. Yeah, I know I understand, but I'm not gonna read this. I'll let you guys see this. Right, I'll skip down to this section right here. So, yeah. Oh, cutting the knife? Okay. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday, so I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't imagine to begin what this poem is about. That's right! That's a bit closer to preferred writing style. Using the poem as canvas to express vivid imagery and convey emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at a face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. Or to express the way how it feels to me, or to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep myself. So sometimes I enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Be careful, because, oh damn, they're embarrassing, and people will make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Mr. Gaming? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes, and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Alright, Natsuki, it's the last one. Alright, after that last note, then we should end off here later. Well, I can admit that it's better than the last one. It's nice to see that you're putting in some effort. That's good. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Well, I guess, if you have been friends with her for so long, you might be the same wavelength. You never really struck me as her type. Sayori has type of all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how could someone Fluffy spend so much time without someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little uneasy. What a tsundere she is. That face. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away just like letting go of a balloon. You could say we could each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Alright, this is going to be the longest ever. I'll just read this one only here. Amy likes spiders. You know what I heard about Amy. Amy likes spiders. And plus, spiders are worse. They're not good. They can really hairy. Forget it. I'm not reading this whole crap. Some little kid type of thing. I'll let you guys see this. Alright, let's see this right here. And there's the last one. I'm not going to tell I'm going to tell everyone. Ugh. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday was way too short. I was just warming up. I just hope you didn't think that was the best I could do, though. Not, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies, and it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Poem of this poem is being an ignorant jerk. Do you know people like that? Of course, it's about how everything thinks my. That doesn't matter. It could be with any. It could be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of a weird hobby or guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid of if people find out they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Hey, that's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah. She said her poems was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. Yeah, people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt she has some weird hobbies. Not that anything's wrong with that. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Tsundere. And as she has trouble finding words, I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who makes me feel insecure. And Yuri makes me feel insecure yesterday. You just say it now. But by the way, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow, too, so look forward to it. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? Have something planned today, so even everyone could come to sit at front of the room. Is this about new festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put together any good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. And that's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Siri has been working on posters and I designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all. But that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry. I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Monica. We're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Alright, in a couple of minutes I'm going to end off this video. It's long. It's been over an hour right now, like nearly 2. Sorry, who's been coloring your poster holds it up for us to see? Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this stuff, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayuri. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago? It's a lot for us. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event, each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimidated with yourself. Find new horizons. and having fun. That's right. It's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? You know, I know you do. I know we all do. If it all takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know how you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sari looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sari and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Yeah. Okay, fine. I guess I'll have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. That is Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glanced around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have any choice. Aha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, come on. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want to see each of you choose a poem of yours. We're going to participate and recite them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh my god, it's just like doing the declamation at my school. This is... My god. Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off helping everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Aha, of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has a mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflections is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Suri looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finished her recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you so very much. I was just hoping to set up a good example. Are you ready to go next, Yuri? I'll go next. God, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she quickly walks over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It looks like this is what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words form into the shape of syllables. A piercing, confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure, as she indicates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri steps back into reality and glances around her as she bewilders even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards. We give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sari hops onto the cheerfully podium, walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry I giggle. Sari, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best way. I see. Okay then. Sari begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as perfect match. The poem, aimlessly cheery like Sari is, it's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this paper on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it. Good job, Sayori. Even Metro Gaming like it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be the other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. And I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. That, well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay, now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Metro Gaming. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Metro Gaming lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki, it's fine. Might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. I'm sorry I'm not as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that will improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki progressively gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting a poem, her sour disappears a little. While she's still unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style. It works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do it again. Well. Do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of people will be easier. I can put it on whatever I face. Other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it'll be other way around for me. Well, that's just for how it is now. So, well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about it for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets so that I let everyone know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poems to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting it all in this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do the best to get through. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two. Always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, How am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Metro Gaming. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I'll welcome with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's been a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I was like, how we get to... Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's try to just say that one day, Yuri asks to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? What kind of putting me on the spot here? yeah. Between the two, who will I walk home with? Well, this is Sayori's route. I will walk home with Yuri. I'll walk home with Sayori. Alright, Sayori. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. You're so silly, Mr. Gaming. You think about me so much sometimes. Yuri deserves it if she wanted to. Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I can't really figure out you sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Alright, this is going to be the last notebook and then this video's over. It's nearly 2 hours long, surprisingly. Wow, it's like I'm doing a 2-hour live stream. Alright, this one's all in Sayori. What was it all full of? Alright, this one. Alright, trying to find. Okay, there's a. Yeah, this is all Sayori. Sadness, like depression. That's what she is. Fear. Alright, what's next? Okay. Oh, there's beauty. I haven't gone that one. Okay. Okay, anger, climax, forgive, papa, excitement, fester. Any excitement for... Oh yeah, there's excitement. Okay, now we got the next one. Puppy lust, extreme, giggle, peaceful. Peaceful? Oh yeah, there is peaceful. Yeah. Alright, let's see this one. Playground, disorientated, smile, cage, vibrant, fantasy, meager, whisper. Alright, this one should be... It should be something pretty good for Sayori on this one. Whisper, playground, despise, smile. She do smile though. Sorry, smile. Yeah, smile. Yeah, smile. Alright. And then this one. Now let me see. Embrace, spinning dream. Does Sayori even dream? Like, oh, there's only daydreaming, but she does. So I think that should be another thing. Yeah, embrace. Okay. Alright, this one. Alright. So for her, she probably was like some explosion? No. Sparkle. She's kind of like that person like Sparkle. Yeah, Sparkle. Yeah, Sparkle should be fine. And then all you have is... She's not the one for contamination. Swimsuit? What? Wait, what? No. Alright, she's not the one for heartbeat, though. Entropy? I don't even know. Entropy? Yeah, I heard of that word before in school, yeah. Oh, boy. Hair. Color. Okay. And then friendly games of voltage. We know death is one of them, but fireworks. Yeah, fireworks is on her list. Alright, fireworks should be fine. Alright, damn, this is so long. And then she cries. Tragedy, I guess. Yeah, tragedy should be fine with that. And then we need A misfortune. And the next one. Heart. Peace, clumsy comfort, after image, bliss. Oh, bliss. Oh yeah. You definitely need that, bliss. And then next you need whistle, venture, love, hopeless. Does she even get hopeless? Hey, hopeless. Of course, broken. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I got that one. Alright. Just one more. Well, actually two. Alright, square proof. Hope. And then fickle. Whew, okay. Alright, we got that one. This is still Sayori's right. This is Act 1, Part 1. Oh, man. Alright, for one, this is the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is like a long-ass video today. Well, it's like a live stream. This premiere is going to be like a live stream when I upload this video. It's going to be like some kind of a live stream. So, this is the end of today's video, everyone. So, thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one.